So, you guys ready for the Comedy Forum? The podcast you didn't know you needed? Yes. This time, I would like to call up Katie Lynn and Yasir Bey. Yeah. In the middle there. There you are.
Thank you.
Wow, shout out.
Thank you. Hi guys.
Check.
This is the Oreo I've always dreamed of. So
I feel short, but that's fine. Good. Oh, you Highness? Any Highness in here? Oh, you need to be 6 foot, or I don't got shit to say to him. Grow up. That's what I'm telling you, women.
I saw a lovely husband and wife the other day. She was like 2 heads taller than him.
That's
I was
awesome.
so proud.
That's
So
awesome.
it was a beautiful love story in 5 minutes.
Is that something women care about after COVID? Height? I'd be more like credit score. I'm trying to like this problem about height after the pandemic.
Shoot.
I know you do. You said you were 6'7"? Yeah. I heard you. He was like, yeah, you see how fuck you up earth in the back.
Call me creepy. No, it's all good. You care about height?
No.
No?
No.
Would you date a 5'5" guy?
Yeah.
You say that.
Hell no.
You say that. I heard a hell no. There.
Hey, you would date a 5'5" guy, but would you date a 5'5" guy?
Yeah.
You would, yeah, okay.
That's weird. It's like a box.
Yeah,
Where did
real
that thing
specific. It's gotta be 5'7".
Weird. Are you a heightist?
No.
No?
I'm short, so.
Cool.
She has options, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't have a lot of options, which is why it's cool to be open.
My dream is to sleep with a WNBA player.
Yeah.
I feel like we could breed a linebacker with giant lesbian. Is all, women that don't want me is what I want. It's like pretty much everything. Yeah.
I'd date her.
Yeah. You're gonna have to grow a 1.5
Well, you're a height,
for me to be
okay.
fair. It is. I'm a heightist. I am. Blame Wonder Woman. This is the Amazon, the Amazonian, the whole deal.
I'd date her.
I'm with that. Watch the Olympics. I watch the shot putters, the discus throwers. I'm like, yeah, you got beat. Pick me up.
We speed date now, just so you know. We're single.
You guys do speed dating, yeah?
What's up?
You guys do speed dating too.
We've tried it.
Okay.
Now that term's creepy. We've tried a couple of dating nights in here. They have not been very successful.
I'm sure.
Because
Like
it's
short
common.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just they work better as one-offs. It's not. I don't think it's actually a bad idea. The problem with speed dating on this island, just like the problem with the apps on this island, is the island is too fucking small. And y'all from Big Island, so it gets even smaller. Like you either get somebody that's the cousin or the ex or the friend of the ex that's all intertwined in the shit, or you get a tourist.
Yeah.
And we all have HPV, so.
Exactly. So that's the deal with the.
Yeah. And
Watch
the
out for coma.
population on the Big Island is a lot smaller than here, so you need a Tinder account and Ancestry.com. Be like, who are you related to? What's the family?
And y'all weed farms are all connected too, so it's just like, oh, you buy it from Bobby,
All cousins.
can't fuck with you now.
I think they actually have like a private, I tried to join just for tea, but there's like a private like 86 list now on Facebook. There's a group.
Oh yes.
And I'm ready to see what's up. I have so many names, so many photos I could put on there. Accountability, that's what I do love about Hawaii is accountability. Small islands, you gotta fucking leave if you're a problem.
For sure. So our first topic of the night. We've got 3 topics. First one is conspiracy theories. And specifically, unfortunately, there was a tragedy earlier this week in Baltimore in which a giant barge ran into a bridge and knocked the bridge down. People have decided to not look at the facts of the situation and are just like, fucking government has a thing against bridges. This is a conspiracy against those 6 construction workers who died. One of them was JFK Jr. So, I don't know, the conspiracies are running wild. Like, the federal government was just like, yeah, we need to get rid of that bridge. I know what to do. Let's take a giant barge and ram it into it and act like it's 9/11. Let's go.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were. I just saw it when you told me about it today. I looked up on my phone. I didn't know there was like conspiracy theories. Like I watched the boat try to go under the bridge, and it was like trying to watch me do anal. It was just like it's not a good sight to see. Like a lot of collapsing.
Lives are lost.
Everything turned brown.
I didn't know that though. Conspiracy theories. So I guess everything is a conspiracy.
It just sounds like the ending of The Wire.
Yeah.
I thought The Wire was bad enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure why people think that the federal government was against this. It's an election year and there's a lot of kooks out there. I don't care. I don't care what side you're on. I've seen memes that have blamed both the sitting president and the previous president for this accident. And I'm like, were one of these old men driving the boat?
Yeah.
If that's not the case, I don't think they was just like, yeah, that barge, it has too many Kias on it, and I don't like that. So we need to bring it down.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Anybody out there think what happened? Think they know what happened?
Aren't
or has it
container
been-
ships all from China?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
solid theory.
Okay.
Spicer Man has a point.
Spicer-Man.
People
Okay,
Spicer.
following your theory.
Coverage.
Following your theory of are those container ships from China, why would China hate Baltimore? Like of all the American cities,
Way to shut
all the
down
American
America.
cities to go fuck up, they'd be
They
like,
don't
oh.
hate them, they want to enslave them.
That would be they already got the Jamaicans.
If people at Panda Express in Baltimore start coughing, then I'll think it's like a Chinese conspiracy. But
Is anyone here from Baltimore? Any personal take
Solid
on
no.
that? Okay, well then we can really shit on Baltimore. It sounds like.
Our poetry host on Sunday nights is from Baltimore, but he claims Philly for the football team, so I don't even think he likes to do that shit. So anybody else heard any other conspiracies as far as the boat? Just us?
We live in the like hippiest of all the islands. We like bathe in conspiracies over there.
Also, I read somewhere that even if the electrical system goes down, they still have a way to steer the boat. They can still steer even if the electrical system goes down.
Yes, but when you look at facts,
Yeah, but it's a coast.
um,
They could steer it a coast.
that bridge was built in '72. The size of the boats that were supposed to go under that bridge, it was built for 1972 boats. Boats have gone 20 times, barges have grown 20 times the sizes as they were back in those days. So it was almost inevitable that sooner or later one of those big ass, new ass boats was going to hit these old ass, city ass bridges. So, yeah, just to give emphasis, old ass, city ass.
I don't
Lot of
know.
asses and ass men. We've decided here.
I don't know why people take it to a conspiracy theory. Like weed is legal in Baltimore. He's gonna just what? Why does that be conspiracy?
Yeah.
Somebody hotboxing in the captain's chambers.
Well, it sounds like 6 people
Yeah.
went missing, but like they got enough of a warning to leave
I
partially.
don't know about that's what I'm hearing stories a little skeptical about. So I saw this deal where they dispatched the 911 call to the police, and people were saying it's a conspiracy because the cop was mad calm. He was like, okay, well, we're going to stop traffic this way, and then we're going to call people to come back and stop traffic this way, and then we're going to get up and try and get the rest of these cars off of there. And the conversation is about 3 minutes. And as he gets to like minute 3.5, somebody in the back goes, oh shit, the thing just hit the bridge, it's collapsing. And so there was like, okay, the cop was calm during the deal, but what the hell was he supposed to do? How are you supposed to get all these people off the bridge in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, just a conversation, and it was like, oh, he knew it was coming. He was new. That's why he was calm. Because he knew.
Well, if he knew it was coming and there's nothing to stop it, he's just like going through his motions.
Yeah.
He's just going through what he's standard operating procedure.
He sees death every day.
Right.
This is just another day for
Yeah.
him.
Has anybody ever been in like a real crazy emergency and called 911?
I called 911 on my mom once.
Okay.
I'm
And-
sorry.
and
And
how-
then you please share.
How were they?
Well, the problem is, my mom, this is the fucking most twisted thing. I was trying to do a 5150. She was not well. And ironically, she had done the voicemail for the police department because my dad worked for the city. So her voice answered when I called the cops. And I felt like I needed to be 5150. I was like, what the fuck? She's everywhere. So, that was a good thing. I don't want to hear your stories.
The reason why I bring up that point, that's hilarious. The reason why I bring up that point is if you're in an emergency and some shit is calling, like about to hit the fan, and you call somebody all super excited, and they go, oh shit, that's fucking crazy. Are you gonna think the conversation is gonna calm down or any information is gonna get passed properly? If everybody's freaking out and go, oh man, oh shit, these people train for this. They're supposed to stay calm when the shit is fucked up. Hey, thank you. I'm cool with that cop because if I roll up and he pulls me over, him being calm like that doesn't get me shot. So,
Fair.
it's just real.
So true.
When you watch these videos of these cops losing it and just pulling out and shooting automatically, guess what? They're not calm like that cop. So,
Yeah.
Just make ketamine legal and it'll all be over.
People do die because of racism. That's like were the 6 people on the bridge black? Do we know? Like what?
I think one was Latino,
Was it?
unfortunately.
Okay.
I
I
just
don't
saw
know.
one.
I think one played offensive line for the Ravens, and they were just like, "You fucked up." You're out.
That's a
You're
conspiracy.
out.
Yeah. That's why I want to know and say it's a conspiracy. Like who was on the bridge?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, kind of like Uvalde. What were one of those little kids doing? Sorry, we took it.
I love it. I think this is really healthy. Just a lot of thoughts about death.
Lot of
Like Barbie.
Barbie.
I just it's good. The 3 women here know what I'm talking about. It's good. Hey, you're wearing pink, Ken, so yeah, I hope
Enough.
you are.
He's
Enough.
enough. He's enough. All right. Next topic. We shall transition since we were just talking about the kids in Uvalde. Diddy. That's a good trick. No. Yeah.
Ooh.
He's had a long career. He went from Puff Daddy to P Diddy to Peen Diddle. He's just gone all the way.
Now I see why he keeps changing his name. He's trying
Exactly.
to hide.
I know early on he had some issues with the underage stuff, but his latest issues, he likes them young. He likes them young. What was it? He was in like a 10-year relationship with pop singer Cassie. She was 19. People, I guess his first baby mom's was like 17.
Jeez. How old was
He
he
was probably
dating?
17.
He was about 20, 25, 26.
And then when he had the 19-year-old, how old was he then?
He was like 40.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Confession time. I
Second baby mom, sorry.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the first one. A lot of people don't realize this. P. Diddy has been mired. P. Yes, yeah, I don't pity him. He's been mired in controversy for a long ass time. Black people know this because we pay attention to black people. But there was an issue with one of his baby moms, his eldest son. I forget, it's Chris or something. Not the one that looks exactly like him. He has an older son, maybe 2 years older than that was supposed to be with this underage woman who's now deceased or gone. But it's more than a conspiracy. So I guess not so much rumor has it, was that him and his bodyguard were both messing with the underage lady. They were both messing with her. His bodyguard got into some beef with some guys down in Atlanta, went off crazy, started shooting at them, they shot and killed him. And so a lot of, I guess like maybe a year later, from after his bodyguard's death, P. Diddy throws a party for one of the guys who had shot and killed his bodyguard. And to make it even deeper, when you look at P. Diddy's oldest son and then put up pictures of his bodyguard who's now deceased,
His bodyguard's son.
it's the bodyguard's son. God damn. Plain and simple. Just plain and simple. There's no way around it. I know black people looking like they don't look like it. You can't look at these people and be like, oh, no.
Wow, on the next episode of Jerry Springer.
Yeah. So, and this was early 2000s. So, The Shine, all the whatever this happens, there are rumors that say he put out a hit on Tupac in Vegas. There's all other types of rumors, but the latest shit is that he uses his power to make dudes do stuff with other dudes to get record deals and to do whatever. So these raids came about. Some people say he pissed off some people, whatever. But these raids came about as far as sex trafficking. Some of them are saying that he used some of his girlfriends to do the Epstein and lure in some other girls to the deals. Some say they were luring them in. Some say he used certain artists to lure in other dudes and this kind of deal. But he has like 9 different scandals all lined up, all attacking him from different angles. And if you look at anybody in Hollywood that partied with him in the 90s and early 2000s, most of those people do not party with him no more. And that was before all the allegations. It was like those parties be getting a little, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You would see shit at the parties, because like he was legendary for parties back
Yes.
then. He would throw the best parties in the city, and then you go there, there'd be like jump houses and clowns. Like, what the fuck is going on? And the crazy thing about Diddy is like he was at the top of his game. He could have legitimately been with any woman he wanted, no problem.
As long as she was 18.
Yeah, but you know, he liked the kids and he can't stop. He won't stop. He just keeps going.
As a woman who dated a 40-year-old as I was 19.
It was not me.
It was not him. I do have a type, but yeah, Daddy. I don't know what it was. I mean, my father loved me, so I don't know what my problem was. Maybe he loved me like too much. Then I was just like, all right, I need stability in my life. I was the balance I was craving at the time, I guess.
And I saw the guy. He wouldn't know, did he? He was.
Yeah, he was like a hermit in this hippie town. What was it?
Was that Janelle? He was like, I can take that guy. Slid right in.
I mean, all I have to do is cancel his AARP and then I'm out.
Shit, right? Yeah, you're like the youngest. He's almost my type. He just turned 38. Happy birthday to this guy.
But that's saying like you don't age
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I will.
up. I mean, you're still 24, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's going really well for me out here in Hawaii. I found out, like, any white women who are making mistakes that I am living in Hawaii have those, like, patches on their upper lip. Apparently it's melanin, and I'm honored that I have it somewhere. It's called, like, a melanin mustache or something.
So when you get your 23andMe and it says 1% African, that's what that is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Anyways, P. Diddy.
I'll be honest, I was for a long ass time a hater of P. Diddy. It was more of the hip hop thing for me. Of, hey, you got all these talented people, and for some reason, after their second album, you never hear from these motherfuckers again. And there was so much talent that he had on the Bad Boy roster that I felt was wasted. And that he was always shining and always having all this money and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, what about, no. I mean, obviously Biggie passed away after his second album, like right after. So that's, can't really do anything about that. But Carl Thomas needs a second album. Faith needs a real deal. I don't know if anybody has delved into hip hop that deep. The Lox had to go to a whole nother label. They were beefing with him for a while, and I felt like they lost their wonder years. They lost a good 2 or 3 years where they could have been the Migos. They could have been as big as them, but they were fucking around, stuck in a contract with P. Diddy and all this type of shit. So they lost their prime as far as being on the mainstream, as far as a rap group, that kind of deal. So I was always just angry at him from the artist standpoint. Making the band was hilarious. And then he went away for a while, and I was okay with it because he went away. And then he started trying to do another band deal. He had a Diddy and the Family album, and then he was trying to go and make right by all these artists that felt a little screwed over and get them back on tour and get them paid and let them out of their old contracts and that kind of thing. And so I was like, okay, Diddy, all right. And then about 5 years ago, all this shit started coming up again. And I'm just like, all right, Diddy, that's enough, man. I don't like you again no more.
He made some of the best albums in that time, but I never liked him because he kept photobombing the music videos and be in the back. He was like the DJ Khaled without a leash back in the day. He was just another one. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah.
True.
He has the best outfits, though.
Best Outfits Award.
Best
So that's why you still like him,
Yeah,
regardless of all that.
He did it for life.
We have a fan. She's committed.
I remember another thing that pissed me off was the Vote or Die. And, he did this whole campaign of Vote or Die.
Jeez.
And then it
remember
came out
that.
where he wasn't registered.
Not voted.
Yeah, that was like towards the end of my college days. And I'm just like, fuck you, B.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Man that I probably would have never thought about this much until right now.
So hey, we're in Hawaii. We don't really have to deal or
Yeah.
doesn't really affect us on that shit no more. So, they raided his house. His kids were in handcuffs. They took a whole bunch of shit. They say he's got videos of every celebrity that's ever rolled through there.
Wow.
That's probably why all those celebrities ain't said shit. They used to party with him back in the day. There's always been all these stories of male interns who's just like, man, that shit turned hella gay. I had to bounce.
You saw the Cat Williams podcast, right?
Yeah.
On Shannon Sharp. It's like, you got to tell Diddy no.
Yeah. That was one of the true things Cat Williams said in that. Yes.
Oh, you think that's a conspiracy? You think?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like the whole Bernie Mac thing?
No. Cat Williams came out and did 2 truths and a lie for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everybody believed it because he said a couple of things that were absolutely true, and his voice never wavered on everything else that he said. So it was just like, oh, yeah, he's an orator. He's a great speaker. He's one of the top comics of anybody's generation ever. He's good with a microphone. He went out there and was just like, all right, I'm gonna get 3 things off my chest, and then I'm gonna entertain these motherfuckers for as long as shit.
Yeah.
Shit rolling. My tour right now is not selling, but watch this.
Good point. What are the things you thought were true?
Oh, things that I know for a fact were true. I've done 3 Cat Williams shows. One of the things he said that he never puts up a comic who isn't as funnier than him on stage. I'm not funnier or even on the level of Cat Williams, 1. 2, we were right here in Hawaii where he brought out a couple of females from LA. Sorry, ladies. They weren't ready for prime time.
Yeah.
These people got booed off the stage in Blaisdell. I went up right before them. Did all right. I'm upset backstage. I'm like, fuck. This was my 3rd show. I didn't knock it out the park like I really wanted to knock it out the park. I'm back there beating myself up. I'm like, fuck, man. Yeah, I did okay, but like I didn't like just go kill it like I needed to kill it in front of 7,000 people. So I'm back there beating myself up, and then one of these ladies goes up, and I have never heard a Hawaii crowd boo. A person. they like tried and they're like, oh, brah.
And these are people you said Cat booked personally?
Cat brought these comics in. Now,
So
Cat
curious
is
who
a
they were.
very generous dude. He pays all his people above top dollar, and he gives comics chances all the fucking time and takes them out on tour. People you never heard of. He gives people chances all the time. But I saw him give 2 people chances that did not deserve chances, and but it actually kind of worked out for him because when he got up on stage, he like his first 10 minutes was making fun of those 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious.
So he messed up with the booking.
Yeah.
This is from a dude who reads 3,000 books a year. Even he can make mistakes.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I feel like that was
Yeah,
bullshit.
dude, come
30,000
on.
books.
Who reads 3,000 books a year?
That's what Cat Williams said in the
That's
interview.
bullshit.
Yeah.
From age
Like
7
3
to
books a
age
day.
12, he read 3,000 books a year.
Yeah.
Maybe
3
words.
books a day.
Maybe 3,000
Books.
words.
Yeah, it was like 8 books a day or something.
Frederick the Mouse.
What it broke down to.
Yeah, picture books.
That wasn't even the thing is that people don't follow up on shit. So he was saying stuff, one, I didn't like that he was saying stuff about other comedians, and it's just like, why are we attacking each other like this? But if you look at some of Cat's old videos, he's always done this. He'll go in and out of his drug wave and attack these people. But this was the one that went viral. This was the one that the whole world saw. That was the other thing he said, that I don't do drugs. And I'm like, sir, we saw on video you get beat up by an 8th grader. You gonna say you were sober for that? I would have been like, yeah, it was the drugs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was cracked out, fucking fighting an 8th grader.
Yeah.
It's
He
on
said
video.
he said some crazy shit though. He was like, I couldn't do a Miramax movie because Harvey Weinstein wanted to suck my dick.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, shit's wild.
Did y'all see that interview? No? Well, it's a doozy.
On Shannon Sharp's
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
right? Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay? Yeah.
I will say the stuff he said about Steve Harvey.
I loved his book.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Harvey is all about Steve Harvey and Steve Harvey's money.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who's the comic? I forgot his name. Hangover Mr. Cooper. He stole all of his material.
That is Mark Curry.
Yeah.
I met him once on one of those cat shows. He was a dickhead. Yes, those jokes were stolen though. Yes, that was the realest shit cat was on. Yes, the jokes were stolen. People used to do that shit all the fucking time because there was no internet, there was no YouTube, there was no shit. Yeah, jokes were stolen. Yeah, it is what it is. But do I believe that he never met with Cedric and never had a chance to talk this out? No. If you look at black comedy tours around, they've been touring the same 15 comics for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Atlanta, you're gonna see Gary Owen, Earthquake, Cat Williams, Cedric the Entertainer. They just keep mixing up the lineups a little bit. Very rarely do they let some of the younger guys in. Now they're starting to, like DC Young Fly and a couple other guys like that. But if you really pay attention to black comedy, they've been doing the same lineups forever. So
Who was the coolest comic you got to open for?
coolest one, probably Hannibal Buress. I feel like we've actually become homies.
That seems.
Yeah. When he comes out, we put on shows and whatnot, and yeah, mad cool. Surprisingly, Dennis Miller was cool too. I did a show for him and the Conservatives at the Hawaii Theater. Yeah. So, but they were cool. They weren't expecting me, but we had a good time anyway.
Yeah.
Last topic, and then we'll get to you guys' sets, and then get to the open mic. What was the last topic?
Oh,
Um,
baby Jesus.
yes, it's Easter weekend. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Baby Jesus versus the Easter Bunny. Who's winning?
Which one we take now?
Easter Bunny's winning? Think he's stronger than Baby Jesus?
Our 4-year-old didn't know who Jesus was yet. The other day, and I grew up Christian, so I guess, whoops.
Easter Bunny's got, more magical powers as a rabbit laying eggs and hopping around all over the world. Jesus is just turning water into wine, which, is cool. I feel like Easter Bunny is better for kids, because you can't, what do you tell your kids on Easter? Like, oh, and then on the first day, they beat the shit out of him. The second day, he was dead. And they're like, here's some eggs.
I tell them that the Easter Bunny helped him move the rock.
Oh, yeah?
Did you?
He was stuck in the cave. He called the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny helped him
There
move
you
it.
go.
And
Yeah.
he came back out. And somehow he took a shower before.
All right, PJ.
It was dope.
I think I like real Easter. I like real bunnies. Whenever someone puts on that creepy costume, you ever seen like way back in like the 1950s, and the babies are just like, help me! What is this? Scary.
Funicula.
Yeah.
They use the same clown mode they use for.
That's so weird. So fast. Did you grow up Christian, or like what's your background?
I grew up kind of mixed.
Okay.
My mom made me go to church, but she never went.
I know a lot of those. They just drop you off. Are you babysitting?
and my mom, she's passed now, but like the older I get and talk to my mom was gangster. And she was like, you need some structure so you don't end up like your cousins. So I'm gonna send you over here to do this shit. But yeah, she never went. And then she even made me go to a private Jesuit high school.
Wow.
Great education. They taught me pretty much everything about religion, which is awesome. And they never tried to be like, this is the way.
That's good.
So respect to the Jesuits.
Yeah.
Thanks. So were you a bad kid where your mom was like, I'm not going to church, but you need Jesus?
No, she helped raise my cousins who were all bad kids.
Oh,
And
okay.
she was like, I was the last one. I was the baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, she had dealt with my brother. And then my sister wasn't a bad kid, but my sister's dad, his family was all in the church. So she just kind of figured, hey, okay, if they kept her clean, we're gonna send you that route too.
Yeah.
But I never, I'm non-denominational. I don't think that, I think there is a creator, I don't think he's caring if our tire blows out and we're praying to make it to Friday. Somebody made this mess, but are they sitting there listening and being like, oh, send me good energy and I'll send it back?
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of like, the Crusades, like taking pagan rituals, which is like what Easter was, and pretending, oh, it's for Jesus. Like, actually, that was equinox, so why don't you read a history book for real?
What about you?
I grew up very Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up.
So you're about to
We're
stab
survivors.
both of us?
On Jesus, no.
No, we're survivors.
Yeah, I'm not. I've gone a lot of different ways since I grew up, but like I went to a very private school too when I was growing up. We had like a lot of rules, and we had to wear the suit every day with the tie and go to chapel. And they had like a thick rule book, and like one of the rules was a 6-inch rule, which said that like no member of the opposite sex could be 6 inches or closer without getting a demerit, and then you would have to go to detention. Yeah, and that was supposed to teach like all the students the value of purity. But all that taught the black kids is that Jesus must be okay with us sticking in just the tip. So.
It's not good,
I think that if the Catholic Church had allowed priests to get married, less boys would have been diddled.
Oh my God.
Throughout
I know.
history.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. That vow of chastity shit.
They just need altar girls, because I never got diddled. They didn't give a shit about me, so. I was off their radar. It was great.
It's alright, we're all gay a little bit.
We are. Just everyone needs to accept it.
Ray, you were there when the Easter Bunny was invented. How was that?
Well, if it's baby Jesus, I don't remember baby Jesus, but
Oh, I just call it Baby Jesus.
Oh.
Baby Jesus is that's my favorite version.
because it was Jesus, Jesus who
He
died.
has a little tuxedo.
This is
shirt. It's like he's going to a party, but it's
honoring-
also formal.
I guess honoring the death of Jesus.
Right.
So I don't know what. But I never understood what the bunny rabbit thing was.
Yeah, that was part of the pagan ritual stuff.
Yeah,
Fertility.
way back. Yeah.
Bunnies are fertility.
Yeah.
Spring is for fucking a new life.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's the end of the age.
But you can't tell the kids that.
Right.
It's like, hey, eat this chocolate.
Don't ask questions. Everything's just so commercialized. We could just sell some shit, you know?
Tell these kids the truth.
So that's what I'm giving my kids, fertility eggs every Easter.
Yeah.
Fuck like bunnies.
Both my kids are Capricorns. I fucking eat at Easter time. I think it's the best time, apparently.
Hell yes. How'd you grow up? Religious, the Easter, what was your flow?
You know that thing where you like have to put water in the ketchup?
Yep.
Shake
Shake it. Good sauce.
Yeah, I was poor.
Okay.
Very poor.
So,
You charge way too much to be here, by the way.
yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I grew up
I told
poor.
you reparations. I can't help you.
I know,
Call your grandfather.
I grew up poor and white.
Poor and
Poor and
white.
white. Poor and
Oh.
white.
Yeah.
Poor and white. So like, it was actually pretty good.
Is good?
I was
Nice.
white.
Oh.
Yeah. You got that.
So you still had opportunity.
Yeah, I had all that privilege.
There you go.
I didn't even know about it. I was just like, oh wow, one day I'll.
You can only live on the second floor. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, man, I had blinds that I would look out.
Ooh.
No, let's not paint this picture. But like all, no.
Anybody ever find, I know this was not something that happened with us growing up. You go and do the Easter egg hunt and you find candy, and you get the most candy. Not that I moved to Hawaii and was around Asian families, did I see money in these eggs? Is that a normal thing? You grew up with money and shit in the eggs? Like folding money or just like change?
It's like $20.
Ooh, shit. Who are your parents when they adopted?
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
a little late.
Full-size Snickers in. How
Maybe a
rich.
dime. A
They
nickel.
would do the candy and the money.
Okay.
That was
So
the
like,
first.
Yeah.
one person would be like, "Oh, I got M&Ms," and one's like, "Oh, a 20." Like,
Oh, yeah, there's maybe 120 and then like a bunch of like quarters or yeah.
Anybody ever get one of those Easter baskets with like school supplies in it? You just want to fight somebody?
That's like on Halloween you get a toothbrush or some shit.
Oh.
Hurtful.
It's like, where's the kid? This is bullshit. No, it's expensive.
Oh no. Damn.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it sounds like the Easter Bunny has won.
Yet again.
Everybody for Jesus, make some noise.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. Everybody for the Easter Bunny, make some noise.
Yeah.
All right, okay. That was kind of close. That was closer than I showed. Like the initial vote was. Okay. All right. One more time. Everybody for Jesus, make some noise.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, Team Easter Bunny, make some noise.
Bunnies don't lay eggs.
Yeah. I think Easter Bunny won.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. They're massive.
The Easter Bunny was driving that boat that hit the bridge in Baltimore.
Maybe
Yeah, there you
Jesus
go.
knows.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Full
And he likes kids. I don't know. Yeah.
There it is. You're on a roll. You want to go first? Sure you do.